Welcome to Best of the Nest, a program produced by the television production students of Armstrong High School that takes a look at things from the student's point of view. I'm Nolan Hallman of AHS-TV, and today, the advanced seniors of the TV production program here at AHS take a look back at their time here at AHS, as well as their plans for the future. Take it away, Camden.
Hello, I'm Camden Harkleroad of AHS-TV, and in this segment of Best of the Nest, I am joined today by Dante Maganotti and Nate Wagaman to talk about their time at AHS. But first, we took to the halls of AHS to talk to seniors about their past at AHS and their future plans.
Hello, I'm Tyson Forche of AHS-TV, and today we're going to be taking the halls to talk to seniors about their future and their time here at AHS. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Probably out of college, married, and having kids, hopefully.
A good degree, making money, and married.
I hope to be a guidance counselor in 10 years. I'm going to get my minor in psychology and my major in education.
Probably being pretty successful. I plan on being an engineer, designing stuff, making bank,
I see myself going to the Air Force.
Working in my own apartment.
Hopefully in Tennessee in a nice house selling nicer houses.
Yeah, so in 10 years I'll be 28, so hopefully have a nice, stable job. I'm going for nursing, so maybe as a nurse if I don't change it.
Hopefully be graduated from college, and I'll probably be working.
Probably in Big Sky, Montana, skiing every day with not a care in the world.
I see myself having a good time with a hot wife and some good money and stuff. Having a good time.
That's valid. Aiden, what about yourself?
I see myself having my own house with a woman, and having a good time like Jonas.
Hopefully, I'm out of med school and I'm a pediatrician.
It's like a husband and a lot of money, living life.
I see myself traveling around the world.
I could see myself being a house dad with a supermodel as a wife.
And what about you, Olivia?
I could see myself with a good paying job and some sort of housing.
What do you say your fondest memory of AHS is?
I would say just going to all of the sporting events and being with my friends and having fun with them.
Going to the football games with my boys.
Probably packing the barn for those Thursday night hockey games.
And what about you, Olivia?
First section champs with the girls basketball team. I'd say my fondest memory is probably junior prom. Since I was the junior class president, I got to organize it all. It was super fun.
I got involved in the musicals a couple years ago, and I was in a different environment with different kids that I probably wouldn't have spent my time with otherwise, and I had a lot of fun.
Probably all the softball memories and winning the WPIAL championship.
The Belmont Cup, that was a pretty fun night.
I would have to say the last day of school was a pretty good one.
That's valid. Aiden?
I'm going to have to say 9th grade basketball with Danny G.
Probably playing stick and puck with the boys every Thursday night at the barn.
Mine would probably be being student council president and being in the club.
Mine would be winning the WPIAL championship and just being with my softball team and cheering under the Friday night lights.
That's a tough one, but I'm going to go with 8th grade lunch table. Shout out Mr. Chauncek. We had a killer time there.
Soccer game my sophomore year.
Just Mr. Turco.
Just being with all the people that I like and just having a good time all the time.
If you had anything to say to underclassmen, what would it be?
Just work hard, do your homework, and don't be lazy.
Get involved. Be a good kid.
Stay out of trouble, there's a lot of trouble you can get to up here.
And for you?
Live it up. These are the best years of your life. Definitely don't take anything for granted because it goes so fast and then you're seniors before you know it.
Definitely to get involved, being in clubs and sports and the musicals has made my friend group a lot bigger and be able to be a part of a lot of opportunities and stuff, so definitely to get involved.
Always study extremely hard and always believe in everything you can do and all your dreams.
That was so inspirational.
Please stop running through the halls.
Just get through it. It's not that hard.
Probably be to enjoy your time while you're here because high school goes a lot quicker than you think it does.
I agree with that, and also just get involved and say yes to a lot of things.
Stay in your lane.
You heard it here first, folks. Straight from the Hawks' beak. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Tyson. For those of you just joining us, I'm Camden Harkleroad of AHS-TV, and I'm joined by Dante Maganotti and Nate Wagaman to talk about their time at AHS. So, what useful things have you learned from your teachers at AHS?
Probably just responsibility and dedication. You might not be good at everything in the first couple tries, but with enough dedication, you can get it.
Yeah, just picking up off that, a lot of responsibility, getting your stuff in on time, doing your work in class, just stuff like that. And like, while you're not maybe the best at it, you learn over time.
Yeah. What was your favorite year at AHS and why?
Weirdly, probably my junior year. I don't know. I was very busy my junior year. I stacked all the classes, but like for me, I had the most fun my junior year. My sports were going great. I mean, everything was going good my senior year. It's just something about my junior year stuck out a little more.
Yeah, same with my junior year.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I would say my senior year. I mean, it's just like not a lot of pressure, a lot more fun, just kind of getting to do this, that, whatever comes naturally, and not a lot of pressure from all the classes that I had last year.
Yeah. What was your favorite school event?
Outside of like prom and homecoming, we did a thing for the life skills where we had like a Polar Express day. I really like enjoyed helping that. It just like getting to see those kids do a lot more than usual. I enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, I went down to some of those, and they are pretty fun, and just going to like sporting events and stuff like that is always a good time too.
What has your favorite class been at the time that you have been AHS?
Honestly, Mr. Swanson's TV prod, shout out to him. I love that class. I mean, I'm an independent study, so like I obviously went all the way through, took every step. Nothing to hate about it. It's a great class.
Yeah, not to pick up off of him, but yeah, me too. I mean, just the stuff that we do in class, whether it's filming or being on camera or behind the scenes editing, I just like the whole thing, and it's very enjoyable for me.
What's something you wish AHS would do more of?
Probably put more effort into lunches. Like I get there free and you can't like please everyone, but sometimes lunch is just sad and like it's not the best thing for the middle of the day.
Yeah. For me, I'd say it's probably bringing back some senior privileges. I mean, I know this year we barely have any, and if we do have one, and a lot of seniors are kind of not happy with that, and I think they should bring that back for next year.
Is there a class that you wish you would have taken?
Probably like, I know in the East Wing there's an engineering class. I don't know, I caught interest in it in 9th grade, but COVID shut us down. So I never got to like actually attend it. And then the teacher ended up retiring. I just wish I could have gone back and tried that.
I know that they have robotics classes now, and I think that's
yeah, there's
really
something
cool.
like that. I know there's something, they do something with CO2 cars.
Yeah.
But it was a little late, I'm a senior now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just speaking of the robotics classes, I took engineering design whenever I was in 9th grade, and then COVID shut down, and going back off that, I didn't pick up robotics in my 10th grade year, and I kind of wish I would have.
Yeah. What is something AHS could use to make it better for students?
That's a hard question. I just feel like it's not something they can use. It's more just something how they act. Like don't, like, be a little looser on things. Like, I understand, like, being strict on a lot of things is important, and there's, like, so many things we need to be strict on. But, like, when it comes to seniors and juniors and sporting events and, like, tradition, just lay back and let it happen. Like, it happens every year. Just calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we are pretty strict, and while that's not a bad thing, kind of being loose and letting kids be kids is something that I think the school could just make a better place overall. And like, instead of trying to force positivity on us, I think we should let it just come about naturally.
Another thing for that is, like, I feel like the student sections. I feel like we could have, like, I understand, like, student sections can get out of hand, but I feel like we would have controlled ourselves this year. And I really feel like we could have had a lot of fun with them, but we kind of had to hold that back. And that kind of made me sad.
Well, it is understandable with what they did with the student sections. I mean, at some point, you got to let kids be kids again. And I mean, understandably so that they've been watching us, but you got to let kids be kids again.
Yeah.
It's also like a tradition. Like
yeah, student sections, like,
section
you see other schools, they have like the whole like thing going on. They got people with drums in the front. Like, I look at that and I'm like, I really wish our school would do that, but I understand why we don't. I just something I wish that would be back.
Yeah.
Okay. How was senior year different from years in the past?
More laid back, honestly, because like I stacked all my classes. I struggled with school a little bit the whole way up to my senior year, but like this year I feel like teacher gives me an assignment, I knock it out, I go and I have fun. Like, just laid back.
Yeah, I agree. All my classes for the past couple of years have been pretty stacked and taken more advanced classes, and then this year I just kind of laid back, picked classes that I enjoy, that I wouldn't feel too stressed about, and it's just been a breeze and just nice year so far.
Have you felt the effects of senioritis?
Yeah, I had it for a little bit, but I was injured, and I kind of like, the thing that drives me to get my schoolwork done is sports. I need the sports, like, it's just like, it's my happy place, you can say. And like when I got hurt, I couldn't do it, so I don't think I turned in a single paper the whole month and a half I was hurt. And then I'm back on my feet now, and it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely felt the effects of senioritis. I think that's well known throughout the student body or the senior class. I'm not very enthusiastic about my schoolwork, and I really haven't been for a long time, but especially nearing the end of the senior year, I really can't take it anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it hit me really hard.
Yeah.
Looking back, what is something you would have done differently at your time at AHS?
Took heavier classes, like more weighted classes. I always took like the average or like weighted class here and there, but like I just wish like I would have gone back, taken heavier classes, because like that just slingshots you forward a lot more than you actually think at that age.
Yeah. For me, I'd say it's probably, I took Swanson's first class, TV Prod, last year, and that's the first time I've been introduced to it, but then there were classes that I could have taken my freshman and sophomore year that I didn't, and I wish I would have done that sooner.
I know some classes that I didn't take, and now I'm behind on college, but...
Yeah, I'm the same way. That's why I wish I could go back.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory from this year?
Honestly, I don't know. Probably like football games, basketball season, track season. And I know there's still a good bit of the year to come and great memories to make still.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. I mean, sporting events, like you said, football games, basketball games, even some of the volleyball games have been really entertaining to go to and fun to watch. Probably in-school favorite memory this year, we repainted and redid the studio like all day long, and that was a great day, and I had a lot of fun that day, so that's probably my favorite in-school memory from this
Yeah,
year.
we did that for like, what, a week straight, 2 weeks?
Mhm.
That was a lot of
Worked on
fun. I remember we'd like come down here, we'd paint, built the studio, and then we'd go up to the football game. You're over there with face paint and everything. You're just going crazy.
That was a good couple of days, yeah.
It was a good week.
And now we have like a piece of us over there.
Yeah,
We're not going to be
we
able to
do
see
have
it,
on the
but...
wall.
Yeah,
I'm happy
so
about
nice.
that.
Besides graduation, what is something that you were looking forward to at the end of the year?
Probably prom, and I don't know, we got the whole water war situation here. That's a big one.
Yeah. I mean, Water Wars just started this morning, so it's kind of hard not to be excited for that, but and nervous at the same time. But that's probably something that looking forward to, because it's going to last throughout that probably the end of the year. So that's probably something.
It
that
kind
I'm
of
really
like carries us out. We
Yeah.
have like that fun event. Kind of like you
Keeps
don't
your
have no
spirits up.
downtime in school. You're always looking for your
It
next.
keeps your spirits up toward that end of the year. It's
Mhm.
something to do, get you ready, even though you're kind of getting nervous and upset for graduation. It kind of like lightens the mood.
Do you think Water Wars is a good addition to your senior year?
100%. Like I said, it just like carries out the year. Like I was coming to school like all last week, like tired. I wasn't energetic. Like I didn't want to do my work. And then like we had the whole Water Wars idea, and like I was ready to come back to school. I was like, I wanted to go. I wanted to find info out on my target. I wanted to win, because like I just feel like it brings a lot of joy to the senior class.
Yeah, and like I said before, it just kind of prolongs the senior year in the end, and it brings a lighter mood, and everybody's having a better time. And even just like you could get somebody, your target might be somebody that you don't know. You might be the target of somebody you don't know, and it kind of brings the senior class together in that way that everybody has their own kind of friend groups or cliques or something, but now everybody's involved together, and you don't know who's going on with what, and kind of brings the senior class together before graduation.
It also helps because after spring break, I know I was like ready to graduate, but
Yeah.
this like makes me want to just like do my work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you come to class and you're just thinking like, yeah, I want to find info, but you're like, oh wait, I gotta get this done. Because like teachers are always talking like, go home and do your homework. Well, I don't want to go home and do homework. I want to go home and go out and do Water Wars. So like this is probably the first time since the mid-year that I've sat down in class and I've had no homework, because I just want to go home and I want to go and get my target.
Yeah, but I also think that brings a like incentive to come to school too, because school is no grounds for or for getting people. So it's an incentive to come to school because you can't get anybody here. You're safe here. And
Yeah.
you're gonna just enjoy your time here.
It's the nerve-wracking thing though, because like I know this morning I was sprinting to the bus. I did not want to see anyone hiding behind a bush.
Yeah.
What do you think about next year's senior class?
I feel like it's a good class. I'm friends with a lot of juniors. I was always friends with like past seniors, and like this year I got to be friends with my own class, and like I started to talk to like juniors. And honestly, I feel like it's a great class coming up. I think they'll do great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good group of kids just from their sporting events, the kids in previous years, the sporting teams, they look good, and kids from like the musical and things like that, they have a good group of kids all around doing things, and a lot of the kids like Jack Balasag and Logan Badak, they're good kids, Hannah Spurl.
Isaiah Riggle.
Yeah, they're all, I'm sure that there'll be a good senior class next year, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like really close friends with a lot of them, and I like all of them.
Yeah, like
they're all good kids.
Like when we were juniors, we looked back at them and we're like, wow, they're immature, they're this, they're that. We always just like, we didn't want to talk to them. But like, as you see them mature, it's almost like a little sibling. Like, we're older than them, we're setting like the path for them. And I think that's a great thing that the senior class does, is that they set the path for the next thing. If it's a good way or a bad way, like if there's a bad senior class ahead of you, you know what not to do, and you want to be the better people. If there's a good senior class, you want to follow in their footsteps. And personally, I feel like our senior class was a very good senior class. I feel like it's a good path to follow, and I feel like the upcoming kids are just going to take that and continue even further, because they are like, there's like you said, Jack Balasak's kids like that. They're gonna skyrocket and like really show this school what coming together is like.
Yeah, I completely agree. And like with us, even though we're a year older than them, which is not even close to a big difference, but we're on our way out of here and they still have a year to go. They're anticipating their senior year and stuff like that. That's big for them, but we're on our way out. So there's different kind of levels of maturity. And again, even though we're a year older than them, there is kind of that big difference there. And when you look down on the senior or the junior classes here, you can kind of see that when they come up next year, they will change in ways because they'll be on their way out. But I think that they're going to be a great group of kids. And bouncing off what you said, I think they will bounce off of us and become better.
Okay, I have a question of my own to ask both of you, because I know both of you are in independent studies. How do you think that has benefited you here?
I think it benefited me. It added a lot more responsibility, and it like not in a way of like, hey, get this work done. More like I had to go out of my way and find the work and get it done just for a grade. It's not like we had assignments and we had to do them. We had to find assignments that we enjoyed doing or we didn't enjoy doing. We had to get it done, and that kind of stuck out, and it brought another level of responsibility, because like that's how it's going to be in college. You got to go out and you got to do it yourself. You don't have a teacher. It's not like college professors assign work, but they're not going to give you the book and say what page the answer's on. And like independent study, even though it was like something to do with film and like all that, it still felt the same. That I had to go out and I had to figure out my own problems. I had to learn everything on my own. Like, yeah, Mr. Swanson was there, but at the same time, he was like, you got this. Like, you have that problem, maybe look it up, maybe go over here, ask an old friend. Like, he really pushed me to teach myself in a way, and also like give me that responsibility of I'm in here, I got to get this done. It's almost like a college level class.
And I'm independent study. I'm like pseudo independent study. I'm like half. I'm not in it, but I help out occasionally. And bouncing off what Nate said, it teaches you a level of responsibility. It's different from your normal classes. It's not what you traditionally expect out of a normal class, and just the stuff that you do, the more involved you get, and just the different projects that you do, it's cool. Like you did the Drugs Kill Dreams video, that was really cool, and you don't normally do that in the TV prod class or something like that. And it's just a different way to look at the class, and you get more involved, and it's very cool.
Yeah, I feel like the independent study, you kind of get a sneak peek behind. Like you almost get teacher's point of view, because like Mr. Swanson would always help us with our work and like say, all right, here's a fun video, go make it. but like you never really understood what the teacher did and like how he went out and he had all these things for other teachers. Because like I remember in freshman, sophomore year, there's teachers coming up to Mr. Swanson and saying like, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to post it on the TVs, on this, on that. Well, now as an independent study, he assigns that to us, and like the Best of the Nest, the news packages, the podcasts, the TVs in the lobby, like we all help with that, and I just feel like it's a whole new view of things, and I think that's really good.
And yeah, you get the change of pace because with TV1, TV2, or like the previous classes behind that, while we do work and we do understand what we're doing, a lot of the times the way that we look at it is, here's a camera, go film this, have a good time, make it a fun project, have a good time. But whenever you're kind of more involved in the independent study, I noticed you look deeper into things, you learn what things mean, you learn how to do more things and kind of advance your skills. And it's kind of like if you were to go to college for it, it's like a preview. And I think it's very good for if you want to do something like that.
Yeah, and I know you don't say you're independent study, but I feel like us, me and the others, will gladly say like you were there since day one. You didn't fill out the paper, but none of us have ever looked at you and said like, oh yeah, he's a half and half. No, you're like, you saved us multiple times, and like the things you've done and like just coming out and like when I need a video edited, you jump in and you're like, all right, it's done. Sometimes I don't even realize how much you're down here half the time because you're back, you're grinding on that computer, and you get so much done. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I enjoy it. It's not like a lot of people look at it like the schoolwork that we do in this class is very interesting to me, and I would gladly do it all the time. So.
Yeah, I'm glad to be an independent with you and the rest of my crew. It's a fun crew.
It is a fun crew.
Honestly.
Everybody back there, it is a good time.
What are your plans after high school?
I want to go to college, Slippery Rock, pretty much, just for physical therapy.
I'm going up to IUP and I'm majoring in communications, hopefully to do something like this. So get behind the scenes, do, I don't know, whatever, something along the lines of TV production. So yeah.
That's really cool. Okay. Thank you, Dante Maganotti and Nate Wagaman, for joining us today to get a hawk's eye view on our time as seniors at AHS. Until next time, I'm Camden Harkerroad of AHS-TV. Keep on soaring.
When I was in high school, I didn't know where I wanted to go to college. But I did know I wanted a major with job potential, and a campus that felt like the right place for me. I chose IUP. I'm studying on a beautiful campus with great professors who focus on student success and 140 academic majors. I'm Megan Spangler. I study nursing. Find your success at IUP.
Well, that does it for this season of Best of the Nest, a production of the students enrolled in television productions courses at Armstrong High School. I've been your humble host, Nolan Hallman, and on behalf of all of us here at AHS-TV, thanks for watching and keep on soaring. Welcome to Best of the Nest. Abby. I'm Nolan Nauman.